I'm a bit late this week. I was very busy on Wednesday with assignments and stuff like that. But thankfully, I've made it work for Friday, although this is very late, I must admit. But it'll do. Anyway, we have some new daily races this week. We have... what is it? Suzuka GR4. And we have the new Tokyo track in GR3 cars. Very much looking forward to that. I've driven the new track a few times already. I think mainly in GR4s, admittedly. But we'll see how it goes. And yeah. Just double check that that's what the races are. Yep, Suzuka GR4. I despise Suzuka. We'll be doing that one first. And then after that we'll move into the GR3 race. Or would it be better... I don't know. Good evening, Alex. Good to see you again. Just typing some stuff on Discord to subtly advertise. I also need to... oh, I need to put it... whoa, server error. Right. Also, when is the stuff happening? I've forgotten what I need to call it. Also, how do I do this? Oh, I've forgotten how I change stuff. No, that's not my YouTube channel. Oh, this is all going wrong. Right. Edit video. I always have a thumbnail ready, but none of this is working. Good evening, Mr. Heppo. Good to see you again. I love how you always call me Brownsy. I don't know if that's on purpose or not. So. Advanced. No. How do I put a thumbnail? Come on, this is normally easy. Use custom thumbnail. There we go. Ah, they've made it less complicated. But internet is now more complicated. There we go. Pictures. Saved pictures. Part 5. Where's part 5? There's part 5. Save. Right. Let's get going with this thing. Now, I will be trying my very hardest not to swear this time. Because I know there is someone who watches my videos who is quite young that none of you guys in the Discords know about. So I'm just going to try to keep the language friendly. So if I enter the GR3 race, I will finish 25 minutes. 15 minutes is the duration for that one. So maybe we should start with GR3. Yeah, do 2 GR3s, then we'll move on to do one, finish off with a GR4. I think that's the best way around. Maybe. Either way, this is the McLaren's Glory, and we are starting around the new Tokyo track. I'm very much not looking forward to this. I've heard from people that any light tap of the walls can be disastrous and can get you quite a large penalty, so we'll see what happens. I hate all Tokyo tracks. Alex, I'm not with you there, admittedly. My first above 2,000 points win in an FIA race was around East Outer Loop. And I think I won that by about 5 seconds. I was on fire in this car, actually, the McLaren. It was all about fuel saving and just played into my hands. But I think this track, it's a different beast. It's definitely different to the other Tokyo tracks. Actually, you can see there, if I exit quickly, I have attempted a lap in the McLaren. If you can see in second place, my main account, ERT Thunderstorm. That's also in the McLaren, the 55.1, which is okay. I think the top guys are doing 53 flats now. Yeah. The Huracan, suddenly, looking very quick. I don't think it's a good car for the race. I think the Volkswagen GTI is a lot better. Obviously, the fuel saving in the Volkswagen is immensely good. But still, it's good to see the Huracan actually being competitive around a track, because that doesn't normally happen. But either way, let's go. We're not going to complete the lap, obviously. Oh, a bit too much there. I do need to do something about a livery at some point, but I do just like having this plain black livery. It sort of works. Now, this is the sector that I don't really know whether I'm getting the right line through it. Oh, don't hit it. I don't really know if I'm getting the right line through here. Because it all seems like that felt pretty good, but I don't know. And I got a penalty, so clearly it's not that good. Oh, this is horrible. Either way, we can't finish the lap, so we'll just retry again. Still, for anyone who has done this race, does anyone know what the strategy is? I'm thinking it's just a one-stop on softs. I'm pretty much 100% certain people will be pitting, what I've seen so far. So is it just go as fast as you possibly can on the softs and then pit? Or do the softs not last the 4 laps? I'm guessing they do. It's not exactly a high tyre wear track. That last sector, maybe. Definitely brake later there. Mr. Heppo saying softs. Softs it is. And no penalty for that, so you really do have to obey the white lines. That's... I don't know if that's 4 for third gear through there. One stop with softs, okay, yeah. That is what we will be doing. Oh, that's horrible. You know what? Let's do a Super GT for a minute. Oh no, this feels so wrong. I can't race like this. Fuel saving goes a long way. I will look to short shift a little bit during the race, Alex. Oh, very close to the wall there. This does not feel right at all. Let's see how we do around this corner, and then after that I'll retry and actually attempt going fast. See, that actually felt like a decent place. Oh no, that's not been flowing through the final stages. Yeah, maybe we will go down to third there. But either way, again, retry. Of course, we will be starting in the back, which actually, just gonna... So we could be starting around this place on the track, I'm guessing. I don't reckon we'll be past the first corner. I'm pretty sure... I reckon everyone 13th and above probably start around the first corner. Maybe I'm wrong, actually. This is quite a long straight, but we'll see. Yeah, you're right, Alex. I didn't feel like I was going fast. I felt like I was pushing, but not going that quick. Of course, in the actual race, I will try to turn it up a bit, turn up my pace, not look away at the computer, which is to my right. Flashing brake warning. Oh yeah! I don't know. I've always had it on, I think. Maybe I use it like the cones, come to think of it. Subconsciously. Maybe I'm measuring my braking points using it. I don't know. Oh yes, dead last. Perfect. Guy in first. In the GR Supra. I've heard that's also quite good around here. I've heard it's a good car overall, actually. Exactly, Alex. Never miss a braking point. But looking at this, well, as you saw, my thunderstorm time after I did about 10 laps or so was a 55.1. So it does look like we should be getting past quite a few of these guys, with only 2 of them actually in the 55s. One of them barely in the 55s. Still. Oh, I need to change my intro message. It still says we shoot McLaren to glory. Obviously, when I started this account, or this YouTube channel, I did just call it McLaren to glory because it was the only thing I'm doing. But now, with the IGCL League and stuff, I am of course doing other stuff on this channel, so I named it Thunderstorm Racing. That's 3rd gear. Why was I in 4th or 2nd there? As you can already see though, I think I'm going a bit quicker than them. Lazy boy. Shut up, Olegna. Good to see you, mate. I do need to change that though. That is definitely... Maybe I'll do that between races. But either way, we are starting from dead last in this race. 20th place. Just what we want. Of course, it's going to be a bit difficult in the first few laps with everyone up to 10th in the 57s. Not great laps. GR Supra is basically the Japanese Porsche Yeet. I agree with you there. It does seem that Supra has been, well, it's been favoured quite a bit recently. Which is strange, because it hasn't actually had any buffs or anything. And I was right, I am starting very far back. Still, I think we'll just stick to the radar for now, because obviously it's going to be a mess in the first few laps. And I'd like to know where everyone is around me. I'm not starting around the corner. Oh, great. Thankfully that wasn't terrible, but everyone else is certainly doing a bit better than me. There's a guy who's already dropped down behind me. And another one, actually. Not sure what's happening there. It's not good through there. Not sure what I was doing. Oh no, that's the wrong thing. I've outbroke myself there. I was up as inside. Oh my god. Oh, come on, guys. Oh, come on, mate. Stay on track. No need for that. I completely forgot the braking point is 150, not 100. Still, not the start we want for that race. But moved up to 14th nonetheless. Well look, no, can't go for anything just yet. Still, that's not a mistake we'll be making in future races, hopefully. So, we'll have a little peek up his inside. We definitely are able to go for it. And that was a decent move for 13th place. Just try to keep it clean now, keep it out of the barriers, and see where this takes us. This obviously being probably the most tricky section. Is this ping pong? Thank you. That was not a great first corner, well, second corner. I was expecting to be rammed myself, and I ended up going for a bit of a move myself. I didn't go off track, to be fair, but that was not clean. Either way, we carry on. Evening, Dr. Rob, good to see you again. I'm going to break the 150 just after this time, and not miss my breaking point. We've got a Porsche ahead. I did not think I'd be seeing any Porsches. We've got a guy... Oh, the ghosting thing is happening still. See, I saw that on someone's stream. I'm not 100% sure who it was. It might have been Super GT. And the car, well, it showed as ghosted. But then it wasn't, basically. Still, we'll look down this guy's inside. And there's a move up into 11th place. Keep going. Brake just after the 150 board here. This guy's gone for a move and a half. To be fair, I did brake a bit early there, but not early enough for that to have been a successful move. As that person's having to wall ride a bit. Oh no! Some really bad oversteer there. And there! Oh! This thing has just suddenly become a bit lively. Just lost 2 positions there. That is not ideal. Hopefully we can defend this one. Cover the inside. Break the 50. Oh, that guy's broke a bit much for my liking. Either way, we should be able to go for a move coming into the hairpin type corner thing. I'm not 100% sure what to call it. I have no choice. Oh, forgot to brake at the right place again. Oh, none of this is going well. I'm actually going to let that guy side me through. It's the 150, not the 100. Ah. Well, this has not been an ideal first race. I should have done Suzuka first. I don't forget my braking points there. It's just the fact it's a new track. I'm not adjusted. I did only get back home about an hour ago. But that is no excuse for what I've been doing. Oh. You're a bit lively there. Right. Remember the braking point this time. Also, I might want to move my brakes slightly to the front. I am having to compensate quite a bit around some of those corners late on. It does seem that this car does not want to just turn in. It likes to drift a little bit. As we make an excellent move around the outside of the Czech Republic van. share the replay? I think not, Alex. Pretty sure I could get put in a dirty driver video for some of the stuff I've been pulling off here. This guy, I wasn't 100% sure if he was going to make that. Oh. Come on, car. The rear is stepping out on me quite a bit. I am, for the next stint, going to move that up a little bit. As this guy's going to look for a move, I think. It's not quite there just yet. He's hit the wall, in fact, so he's not going to be there for a while. As we take a pretty good line through that pits, I think. That felt very smooth. Of course, you have to fill up extra here, because reasons. No, it's because you don't actually cross the start-finish line till another good third of the lap, which I do love about this track. The fact that the pit is 2/3 of the way around the track, that is so cool. And now, actually, I'm feeling a lot smoother in this car. Not just the new tyres, but moving the brake balance towards the front is definitely feeling a bit better. Still, I think we should go for a fastest lap now. We've got a decent amount of clean-ish air. If we can just close up onto the back of Eco King ahead, I reckon we should be able to easily match a 56.7. Now, 150, not 100. Definitely a bit early, but I'd rather that than the late braking I've been doing so far. Difficult to get those corners right, I have to admit. But when you do, it's very satisfying. And we're actually going to have to pull a move here, as we are right in his slipstream. If we want that fastest lap, I reckon a move is needed. So we are going to back off for a second. We're going to look to the inside. No, we're not. I was very close to an incident, but we've held it pretty well in the position we were already in. Still going purple. However, these guys do not look like they're going to be going too quickly around these corners. So we will want to pull a move as soon as possible, I think. Got a good exit out of there. Lots of slipstream. Fastest lap. No more slipstream, unfortunately. As the Mercedes is just going to pull ahead. However, what I'm going to do here is just not outbrake myself and hope for the best. As you can see, no one's really outbraking himself. Some very good driving here. As I've gone way too deep into that section. Just compromised my run out of there. Got a bit of a drift on. And it looks like we are going to be quite a tight fight for 4th place. Because I've not been doing too well yet. We've clearly got the pace. It's just about extracting it in these stages now. Maybe hoping for a couple mistakes from the other drivers. 3 ahead. Oh god, the corner there, Dan. Thankfully, he ghosted. Whoa, what was that for? I don't know if he just got extra penalty there, but I kind of feel he deserved that. I mean, he hit me going into a corner. Don't need to be in third there, need to be in fourth. Carry the momentum around these corners. As we look down, this guy's inside, just enough room there to keep going. As we move up into 5th place. Guy ahead of me runs a bit deep. I do as well, but not as deep as he did. Now we've got a decent run on him into the chicane. Just going down the inside. He seems to have given the position up pretty much. As we move up into 4th place. Now it's all about keeping it consistent, hopefully burning off some penalty. To be fair, I think this was the best position we could have asked for, considering the top 4 are very far away. Top 3, sorry, are very far away. However, I doubt we're done with Ronzo. Slipstream is very powerful down this straight, and he is in a very powerful Volkswagen. Try to defend the inside going into this next corner. He's going right round my outside. I probably should have stuck to the outside, to be fair, but he's backed out of it. Probably scrubbing off some penalty, so hopefully now we can just pull away just enough in these next few corners. I'm expecting to hopefully get above a second's worth of gap. That felt absolutely excellent until that corner. As you can see, got ahead by a second. Unfortunately, my fastest lap has been stolen. But maybe we can pull it back on the final lap. I doubt it with the tyre wear, but we'll see. I'm pretty sure the guy in first is actually an S-rated driver, so can't be disappointed with this. Hopefully we haven't lost any sportsmanship rating after the atrocious first few laps we had, but I'm not too hopeful, to be quite honest. So that corner is literally just a constant turn-in of the same angle. We've got a bit more penalty there, which is unfortunate. Thankfully the guy behind has a similar penalty. 3 seconds to my 3.2, and we have also got our 1.8 second gap to him, so hopefully we can hold on to this 4th. Then after this we'll move on to one more race around here, probably do a Suzuka race after that, maybe 2. See what happens from there. As we now go around the final few bends to hopefully take 4th place. I do think I should be going round that chicane first. However, I've been prone to spinning up the wheels a bit too much in first around there. So we tapped the wall slightly there. Still, we are going to come home 4th place. Of course. There's yellow flags right there. Hopefully I don't drop. Yes! Just about 3rd. come on, Brownie, you've even got the aid flashing telling you brake. Yeah, that didn't go well. Still, somehow, actually got up to third. That guy stopped on the line. I don't fully know what he was doing. Ran out of fuel? No, you don't stop when you've run out of fuel. I'm not 100% sure what happened there, but either way, I'm not going to complain. Third place. Not bad when you started in last. You went up 17 positions. And we've dropped to BA. Whoops. Oh, that doesn't surprise me. Either way. Right, before we start the next race, not that, I'm going to do the thing that I just remembered I need to do. Perfect. Alekna, I have no idea what you mean. Because you of all people know, I don't race on a wheel. But anyway, daily workout car, let's check out what we get. And there are no McLarens. This is pointless. Wow. First world problems there, Alekna. Agreed, Alex. First world problems. Right. Before we move on to the next race, of course I have to... Guy who stopped on the finish... Oh, I was going to say. Unfortunately. Yes. We shall be getting rid of the cars. Would you ever try a wheel, Brownie? I would definitely try a wheel, Alex. It's just that right now I don't have any sort of setup that enables me to be able to do so. I would love to start driving on a wheel. It's just a matter of actually getting one. I do... Well, no, actually, I do have a T150. T150 Ferrari. Problem is, with my current setup, I have absolutely nowhere to put it. Right. Gotta use the Squeaks decal. Of course, the logo, which we'll put up here for once. Why not? That is literally the design process of my liveries for this account. See what Santa brings, Alex? You read my mind. I will remain hopeful. I have hinted, but we'll see what happens. Obviously, they are quite expensive. I don't expect anything. Although, what I do expect every single year is a Toblerone. Now, hear me out here. And I know we're now moving on to the random topics section of the video, which always ends up happening. Last time it was children's food, turkey dinosaurs, stuff like that. Pastas, and how they taste different and are different levels of fancy. But this time I feel like Toblerone, because Toblerone has always been my #1 favourite chocolate. Always chocolate orange, Alex. I can agree with that. Whenever they are half price, I do immediately grab one. Ms. Depo, do you see yourself using the G29? Definitely. I've heard it's a brilliant wheel. But as I said, funds are an issue. But we'll see. And Dr. Rob Pancakes Stop, please. Get sniding board and get your T150 on it. I did see that on Twitter. That was quite funny, I have to admit, but unfortunately my TV is quite low. In fact, I'm sitting very high up. Maybe that's why my racing is terrible. Yes, I'm blaming it on the fact that I was about 2 inches higher than I should be. I'm going to stick to that excuse. You know what? Nope, that's a full 360. That is not what we wanted. And a Lynx Africa deodorant set off my auntie. We all get one of them, Alex. I have about 5 in my cupboards. I don't even like Lynx Africa, to be quite honest. I think it smells atrocious. I always personally use Lynx Black. I think it's the best smelling of the Lynxes. Sometimes I go for Dark Temptation. Dr. Rob, please don't make any puns about that. But generally, I stick with black. Dr. Rob, please don't make any puns about that. I wonder what happens if I go into the pits backwards. What? Oh my god. What just happened? Okay. What? Okay, that was cool. I've never done that before. Let's go again. No, I want to go that way! Auto drive just purposely smashes me into the wall. Brilliant. You know what? Maybe we should practice the braking for the first corner. Robotic cars. Of course, Alex. Well, we will now be going back around to the first corner because twice I outbroke myself. I think I was just a bit distracted, to be fair. Obviously, when you're racing, sometimes you miss your braking zone. I myself... Holy moly, that wasn't great. I myself brake just after the 150 normally. However, first lap, I did not do that. And another lap, when I was fighting with someone, again, I did not do that. Also, this is still counting this as an out lap. We could probably go for the full lap. Yeah, let's do it. We'll go reverse when we reach the start-finish line. But whatever, this works. So after the 150, and then skip that apex very slightly, hit that one. We want to make sure we go over these two, but not cut them too much. I think what I was trying to do, because I did pick up a penalty there once, I was trying too hard to gain as much time as possible when I've got to realise that I am fast enough even without going over there to make up positions. I could just play it a bit safe. However, this time around we will just be trying to get back that sportsmanship rating S that I atrociously just lost. Because I do love being a BS driver. I think it describes me very well. And that is definitely first gear. Either way. Before we go, I will move this towards the front again. So I've just remembered I need to do that. This car is a little heavy on rear tyre wear, but that's generally just because it's skidding around a bit. You can actually feel the rear stepping out on you. And it's actually a very strange feeling because it feels planted. but at the same time it is stepping out on you at the same time. So you're not going to go off or anything, you're not going to go into a massive spin, but it feels strange. At least I found it a bit strange in comparison to other cars, because obviously this is quite a big, not heavy car like the Lexus or the Nissan, or not planted car, but a heavy car, that's what I meant to say. But still, heavy cars are good around here. Lots of power, and that's what we need. Although saying that, the Volkswagen has no roof. But whatever. Either way, we're starting last again. This time, no one in the 55s. Only the top 3 in 56s even. And actually, Ronzo has appeared again. I've just realised. He was the guy we were fighting in the last race. Towards the end. Hopefully no one stopped on the start-finish line this time. Because that made me... Well, I didn't get rid of my penalty because of that. Which ended up working out, but it might not next time. So, hopefully no one stopped. Either way, this isn't the best rated lobby. Got quite a few people on hard tyres. That's definitely not a good idea, but whatever. It's a good little warm-up against the man from Spain. Let's go side by side through here, or he can... Nope. Brake a bit late, and definitely no way that was ever going to work out for me. Nah. Oh, words are difficult, you know. Keep your cleaning... Racing clean. Racing clean and posh, mate. Mediums and no stop. Not happening, Alex. I hate worn tyres in this car. Oh, look at that picture. That beautiful harbour. There are actually people just walking along the harbour as we race. I think that's a brilliant little feature. Like, people aren't even stopping to watch the epic race that is surrounding them. They're just going about their job at the harbour. I think that's brilliant. But either way, we move on to the second race. And we'll see what happens. Starting dead last again. There's a Porsche ahead of us. Slapper boy. I have no idea what that means. Also, Wiz, you were the reason last time I read a swear word on stream, so please, not this time. We'll just back off a bit, because I have a feeling things are going to get a little hairy. As this guy doesn't know where to go just yet. We'll actually try to keep it to the outside here. This guy's going to go a little bit defensive. As we go right down the inside of many, many cars. Around the outside of him as he taps us into the wall very slightly. It turns to the inside. As we move up into 15th place. Some people already with 3-second penalties. I think that's for wall collision. What I've heard. But either way, we saved a good amount of fuel off that start-finish line. It's a BMW ahead of us. We've got the overspeed. We're down the inside. A brilliant move there. We'll look up the inside of this guy. He seems to have broken at a similar place to us. There's a man very deep. There's a man who spun out even. And we move up to 12th place. A brilliant clean start, if I do say so myself. Oh, not brilliant there. Either way, we're carrying good speed here. We can now look to the inside of this guy. Maybe to the inside of Bled Brown as well. Yes, we can, as Bob the Builder says it. As they seem to have come into contact a little bit. I have no idea what's happening in the chat right now. It looks really weird. But we are up to 10th place, so I'm happy. Just after the 150, we are not making that mistake again. Not on this live stream. Oh, as someone's got spinning round. Oh, bit of argy-bargy there, admittedly. But I had to try to make my way into a good position there. Because otherwise, I would have ended up in a really tough place. Would have been slowed down massively. So I had to look around as outside, which eventually turned to the inside. It has worked out for me. Unfortunately, the guy behind is now right in the slipstream and is closing up very quickly. We will hold the inside line, because I feel it's the best line. Brake a little bit late. He's broken even later. But we've held 8th place. Only 7 seconds to the leader still, who actually happens to be my main man, Ronzo. Can't be disappointed about that. As I, of course, shut up during those corners because they are stressful. Ah, as I see, we have another guy who appreciates black liveries. As we just casually set the fastest lap there. Maybe being able to go for a move on 6th place as well. Around the outside right now. Of course, the VW does have the legs on us in a straight line. But if we get our braking point just right, we will be able to take position. As if Dr. Rob is still here, there is a Valentino Rossi fan directly ahead of me, the number 46 on the rear of his car. As we move up into 5th place, very nice so far. In the slipstream of Porsche head, which hopefully will help us to pull away from the guy behind who is in my slipstream. Unfortunately, it looks like we're going to be catching him at the wrong time here. We've made it down the inside. As we go very deep into the corner, admittedly. But holding on to 4th place, and again, catching up to the leader very slightly. Very promising pace so far. And some good racing, to be fair. I would even say better racing than in the S-rated sportsmanship rating lobby we were in the round before. As it looks like, 2 behind me, having a bit of a fight. 6.4 behind Doc, actually 5.7, but who's counting? This could be the first win in a while. But again, we'll see. The 2 in 1st and 2nd do appear to be having a bit of a battle. Hopefully that can help me out. broke a bit early there. I had to let go of the... Ooh, careful. We get a bit of a slide on there. Not ideal. However, we are catching up to the rear of third place very quickly. Seems we will be able to match our last race result pretty soon. Hopefully we'll be coming into the pits with a bit more fuel as well. The McLaren, a car which is actually very good on its fuel, the GR3 McLaren. It seems to start with a slightly larger tank. As we brake a little bit late, we've tried to find the pits. We hit the wall very slightly, but it seems it's worked. And as I said before, 5% more fuel than the leader. That will help us out as we filter the diamond, head back out, hopefully in clear air. Not quite. The guy having to overtake us here, not ideal. Especially with him on worn tyres, that's not going to be helping us in our pursuit of the leaders. However, he does seem to be carrying some decent speed. He's closing us a little bit here. I probably should have waited a bit to go for that move, but I was a little impatient. As we move up into 6th place again. And now comes the push to catch up to 1st and 2nd, currently 4th and 5th, who appear to be fighting. They are side by side. This is brilliant for me. Actually means we are going to be very close to them in a minute. As we almost cut the corner there. Again, almost cut the corner. That was very close. That was too close, in fact. 1.6 seconds worth of penalty. Thankfully, the guys ahead also with some penalty. I don't know how much Ronzo has, but I can see 3.2 for Ikul Toka. What a name. As we really start to reel them in now. Braking just after the 150 again. Bit too early on the turn-in. But it appears Ronzo has a 0.2 second penalty, so actually less than we have. I think that says 0.2. So we will need to overtake these guys on track, burn some of the penalty whilst racing them. .1 in fact. However, setting laps like a 56.2, you've got to think that we will be closing right up to them and most likely going for a move. They're side by side yet again. These two guys, neither just letting off for a second, as it appears Ronzo now takes the lead for a minute. But they are still side by side. This could be a who brakes later moment, as Ronzo does brake a bit late earlier. And Ikul Toka, I really hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, back down to 2nd. But now we are within a 2nd of the leader. And it seems both of them making very big mistakes here, tapping the wall on exit, which may allow us to go for a move in a second. We'll back off for now, because that was very dangerous. Ooh, as he cuts me off a little bit there. I did not appreciate that. Hits the wall again very slightly. We will look down his inside, as they both brake very early. And we move up. into first place. Not 100% certain what they were doing there. Ronzo, of course, with only 0.1 penalty, so he really didn't need to be braking early, but he did for some strange reason. But either way, 6 laps in and we moved up to first place. Gap slowly increasing, thankfully. Check what the chat says. Something about what the British guy's name is, Alex. To be honest, I have no idea. And I'm not going to be saying it anymore in this race. Still, last to first. You can't say this hasn't gone well. And going even faster. I seem to have figured out my braking points now. The hairpin was definitely an area where I wasn't quite braking at the right point. I was definitely going a bit too early normally, but now we have a yellow flag, probably someone attempting to go into the pits or something. Nope, it's just a guy pulled over for some reason. We definitely seem to be getting that hairpin correct finally now, though. Braking at just the right point that we get the turn in we need to get all the way around. And not going too wide of the apex. As it seems, we won't even need to get rid of our penalty. Who said don't bottle it? Who did it? Doc? Why would you say that? I'm totally gonna bottle it now. Oh no, 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 no. I didn't actually mean to do that, so... That is definitely the complex of corners that is the most difficult to get correct. Right at the end, you have to really control the rear as it tries to step out on you. Obviously, you're going from 3 right-hand corners right after one another. I think it's 3, maybe 4, actually. Straight into a left-hander. And the car's already trying to lose the rear one way. And by the time you reach that left-hander and you try turning in the other direction, the car really wants to snap, so you've got to just be careful as you slowly turn in there. Too fast and the car will just snap straight away. But it seems like we'll be coming home. First place! The first win for quite a while. Around the new track, nonetheless. As we brake to get rid of the penalty and cross the line, finishing the race in 16:06. I think that's pretty decent for a guy that started dead last. Thank you, Wiz. I hate you. But still, coming ahead of all the Volkswagens. Any other... There's a Supra. Some BMWs and whatever. Thank you, Dr. Rob and Mr. Heppo. Nothing short of perfection, nonetheless. Well, I don't know about that. I did get that one penalty. To be fair, I would class that as a very clean drive. I think we had one SR down arrow when we were going around the outside of someone, which turns to the inside. Wasn't ideal. As we are side by side with Volkswagen. Good to see you, It's Ronzo. I've just realised it is Ronzo. I'm so excited. Ronzo, my man. On it, he's a legend now. He is my favourite driver that I have ever seen. Ever. I must admit, I do like the race suit I've come up with. I think that's quite clean. It's quite nice. It's simple, but it's got all the McLaren stuff you need on it. I think it's nice. As we've regained our S ranking. Moving up 19 positions in that race. Cannot be disappointed with that. But that was definitely a fun one. I think we've got to save that replay. As we thank that guy. Simple like you, oh wizard. You do flatter me. Now, dilemma. Do we try the GR4 Suzuka, which I personally know is not going to go well? Or do we stick to GR3 around Tokyo Expressway? It is the perfect time to start Suzuka. In fact, if we don't do it now, we probably won't this stream. So, what do you guys suggest? I do personally hate Suzuka with a passion. GR4, so Suzuka. Oh, Alex, why do you do this to me? Suzuka it is. Oh, no. I'd also like to emphasise we've had 2 podiums here today. We've had a third and a first. We'll quickly have a look at our driver rating, as Rory normally says. I tried to do it in his voice. Now, let's take a look at our driver rating. As you can see, we've moved up. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Right, you have to do quite a calm voice to do Rory, so... Right. As you can see, we've gained 2,500 points in our last races. Now, I think that's a good points haul in. I hope you agree with me. We have lost some sportsmanship rating, however, and hopefully we can make up for it in the next few races. But anyway, guys, it's been great for you watching. I forgot how he does his intros or outros. Let's leave it at that. Also, why is there a chicken there? What am I looking at? Hippie putting a chicken. Rory is more of a geezer, too posh, mate. Right. Aslets. Why am I going Paddy McGuinness? No likey. No likey. Shut up. This is so bad. This is not turning into an impressions. Oh, that was atrocious. Right. It's a Suzuka. A proper lemon squeeze. None of this is going well. Anyway, let's move on to the GR4 race. I used to be able to do... I could say this. Everyone's watched Shrek. I used to be able to do the perfect impression of Gingy from Shrek. I can't anymore because my voice has broken and it just doesn't work. As you can tell, this is quite deep now for a Gingy voice. I can sing quite high, but unfortunately, Gingy just doesn't work. Donkey? Personal favourite character of mine, but not quite sure I can do Donkey. What sort of thing would you say to do a Donkey impression? I love waffles. You know what else everybody likes? Parfait. Parfait is delicious. Have you ever been up to someone who says they don't like no parfait? Everybody likes parfait. Parfait is delicious. But you can do but can you do the Shrek dough? Fiona! No. Fiona! Donkey! I like that boulder. That is a nice boulder. Now someone's going to have to remind me not to do a lap here, because I feel like I'm going to. You should stop talking now. Well, it's funny you say that, because I actually think I should start talking about different impressions. I've actually heard that I can do a pretty good Kermit the Frog impression as we forget to brake for the first corner. So let's just settle down for a minute. Why? Nope, this isn't working. I don't know how to do this anymore. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? And what's on the other side? Let's keep going while we drive. Rainbows are visions, but only illusions. And rainbows have nothing to hide. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to. Someday they'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Great fun. I promised I would never sing on these streams again, but God, it's so much fun singing. Also, I need to actually focus because I don't like Suzuka. So these are all 4th gear. For those who don't remember me last driving the McLaren GR4, I believe it was around the Red Bull Ring. But the shifter, or where you're supposed to shift, is about 40% of the bar to get the maximum speed. I also feel like many people have just turned off the stream because of that. Fabuki actually has joined us. We have 10 people watching. Maybe I should sing more. Maybe there should just literally be a brownie to singing glory. Maybe there should be a brownie to the X Factor. McLaren to the X Factor. Old man, good to see you here. We have been doing... and this is just going terribly. I need to stop singing, to be honest. And actually focus for a second, as we will hit retry so we don't set a lap. But yes, hello, old man, one of the Charlie Roscoe crew. Good to see you here. If you don't know how the McLaren's Glory works, it is basically me doing all the daily races in McLarens that I possibly can. Every time starting from last and basically seeing how far up we can get in each race. I missed your singing, go again. Well, old man, make some suggestions. We've just done a bit of a Kermit impression, because... Kermit the Frog. Gotta do some Kermit. Because that should be 3rd gear. However, this is all 4th. So we'll check. No singing. Brownie, you need to remind people to like and sub. People, like and sub. As Alex said, do that. Why do I need to remind them? They're probably doing it already. Do a rap. The FIA fee... Oh, old man. Oh. Oh. Oh, you've done this. You've started something that everyone is going to hate you right now. Right. I really hope my parents don't hear that or hear this. more singing! No more singing! Oh, my throat. What has Wizard said? He normally hates me. Old man, what have you done now? That's grim. None of this has seemed to have gone well. Oh, are we starting a race? I should have probably noticed that. Right, I have no idea how this is going to go. Probably terribly. As we start from 16th place in a McLaren. Are there any other McLarens? There are not. That doesn't surprise me, as there is a Scirocco leading. There's loads of TTs as well, and this is making no sense. Aren't front-wheel drive cars bad at twisty track? I don't know anymore. This works. I'm sorry for all your ears. I'm sorry to anyone that ever watches this. It is probably... well... available for download on Spotify. Oh, I wish. No tyre wear. Thank you, Doc. I do know that. It is a daily race B. Oh, that's why. Yes, you're right. No tyre wear. Oh, that does make sense. But either way, mostly B with about, I think, 5 or 6 C. So this should be good. The rumours are untrue. I'm so sorry, old man. I think one day you are going to hear that on GT Sport. I will be the official opera of GT Sport as you enter into a race. As we've dropped 15 people for the race, but hey ho. I'm sorry, old man. This I've disappointed you and everyone else. Charlie will now ban you from his server. I need to look at the screen. I hope not. I am hoping to participate in his Aston Royale on Tuesday. I'm not working for once, so I will actually be able to. As maybe I should be in third for these corners. It doesn't matter too much. It does feel like I'm getting a slightly better turn in by using third. But yeah, predictions for this race? Ah, good evening, Squeaks. Good to see you. Right, there are young ears now. I will stop singing because it's bad. You work part-time and go uni. Alright, Wiz, no need to... Wow, that was savage. You work part-time and go uni. What life do you have? I do a lot of stuff for your information. I'm I don't know. Oh, but either way, I do have a point of discussion, or a topic for discussion for this next race. While we're going along, as I can see the Simpsons on that guy's car. That is quite cool, actually. But yeah, I got a first-class train ticket for the first time in my life today, and it was only around £1.50 extra in comparison to what the normal... I think it was £2.50 actually. The normal train ride is. So normally it costs about £1.90, I think, but I got it for £4.40 because I was like, you know what? It's my last day of term. I will get first class. But what I realised is that, well, as I go so deep, I need to focus on that corner. I don't know how to take it. But as I was saying, there were people standing up everywhere on the train. Like, mainly in the, what's it called? The main sort of area where, the doorways, that's what they're called. I didn't remember the word doorway, wow. But yeah, they were standing in the doorway, and I felt kind of bad. Obviously, it's normally me that's standing there. I, for some reason, don't ever seem to be able to get a seat on my trains. I normally end up standing. But it got me thinking, do you think people should be able to go sit in first class if the rest of the train is full? Personally, I think you should. I mean, I feel quite bad, people, I have to admit. As we hopefully go around outside, which will eventually turn to the inside, but he's nowhere near anyway. There's another person that's gone off here. Been tapped in the rear very slightly. But overall, this has been... I don't know why I got an SR down arrow for that. I got a slight tap in the rear and there's SR down. But, yeah, do you think people should just be able to go sit in first class if there's no seats? Something like that. Or at least go stand in it, because quite often, as I'm being slightly punted there, this guy runs incredibly wide. We'll look to hold the inside here. Stay in scum class, thank you, Wiz. It was a one-time thing. Let me have my moment. Oh, it was heavy contact ahead as he just rejoins the track completely unsafely. What was that? Again, taking another guy out. Come on, mate. 3-second penalty. Finally, he gets a bit of justice served to him as we go around his outside here. Going purple, but of course it is the second lap, and none of it matters. Now we have quite a large gap up to the next guys ahead. So we may want to concentrate very slightly here. As we slowly close up. 12 people watching. Oh my! I'm officially famous. I never need to work a day in my life again. Sorry guys, but I'm just going to monetize all these videos now. Although I do need to figure out how that works. Honestly. I haven't figured out how to do it. Not that I'm going to be fair, but I still have no idea how the majority of YouTube works. I'm still not 100% sure this video even has a thumbnail. But either way, we are closing up to 8th place. I hope we can take the fastest lap here. I feel like we have the pace. And we should be getting the fastest lap, in my opinion. As the guy ahead gets it a little bit wrong coming through these corners. I've lost the rear very slightly, but held the car. As we set a 12.4, not a great lap. Not even a good lap, to be fair, but we were held up massively in those first few corners, as I really have no idea how to take that first corner or the second one, to be fair. Taking a decent line through here, admittedly, but I do feel it's not going too fast. We almost brush up against the grass there. Just about hold it on track. As we go here, I have no idea what gear to be in. Gonna stay in 5th. Down to 3rd for this. Seems to work as we go 2 temps purple. Catching up to Jam On, Jam On. We get a massive wriggle on through there. Still not 100% comfortable through the hairpin with this car. As the Spanish guy ahead hits us, thinking that That is just fair play. Rejoining on the track straight onto me. Woo. And we're up to 8th place. Unfortunately, we are definitely not getting the fastest lap anymore. But I think that was out the window by the time we'd reached the hairpin, to be fair. As we move on to the final lap of the race. Anything up to 5th could be achievable, I reckon. With a guy with 2.2 seconds worth of penalty directly ahead of us, so if we can close up to him, should be able to get at least 7th. Fortunately, they are 1.8 ahead. As we take a semi-decent line through there. Decent line, I'm not sure it was the fastest way. But it certainly wasn't bad. Especially for a track that I am not comfortable on. Whew. As 4th place has also binned it. And with it being the final lap, you know anything can happen. Just as I say that, I ran a bit deep into there. However, when I say anything can happen, I clearly mean it, as these guys really fighting away. As we go up the inside of the white Megane, he's hitting us very slightly, but that's not a Megane, that is a Volkswagen Scirocco. As we make the move up in 7th, as he hits us in the rear very slightly. We'll look to defend to the inside because I reckon he'll go for a move here. As he is in fact looking to go all the way around the outside. It hasn't worked whatsoever, as he's just run way too deep. Hopefully this guy messes up his braking a little. He hasn't. As it seems we're actually going to take home 7th. Unless we can go up the inside. Not quite. A 10th away. Take Degner 1 in 4th gear. Nah, Squeaks, I'm going to stick with 5th. I think 5th works, just purely because obviously the McLaren you have to shift early. I will test it out in 4th, but I do think 5th is right. But either way, up into 7th, not bad. Could have been better. We had a couple SR down arrows, none of which were our fault. Hopefully we haven't lost any sportsmanship rating. But overall, a decent race. As I forgot to welcome a Ram Tapassian. A Ram Tapassian? Ford Focus. I have no idea what you're talking about. Is that the race A? Because if it is, we have held our sportsmanship rating. Phew! No, it's not. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Ford Focus thing. But either way. Oh, Focus Man, like Ford Oh. Whoops. Where's the McLaren decal? Ah, Squeaks. I will quickly go put that on. As we will be doing one last Suzuka race to finish it up. Formula E coming to GT Sport. Well corrected, Alex. Squeaks, I already have the decal. I just haven't applied it to all of my cars yet. I put it on one. But we'll quickly put it onto this one. I think that works. Simple yet effective. Squeaks, you have outdone yourself. Let's go with the McLaren to glory. Yeah, Squeaks, I put it on one of the... I think I put it on one of the N600 cars or something, because I did that today. But I will update all the liveries to have the McLaren's Glory decal on it. Got to, haven't you? What about the number on the side? Dang it, you're right. I need to change that again. Thankfully, we've got time. So, quickly. Open design. Right. So, racing items. Shall we put a banner on? Yeah. Let's have my name on it. Let's make it no, that is ugly. But most importantly, let's put the number on. Of course, we've got to go. Number 11. That is my number. But quickly, we will make it a bit smaller. Get rid of the massive one. And there we go. I must say, that is put in a very weird place, put sideways. Yeah, we got time, Squeaks. Don't worry about it. Apply livery, and we still got a good 2 minutes. And I think we'll end things with one more Suzuka. Oh, I forgot to upload it. Whoops. Have we still got time? We still got time. No worry. I shouldn't have been spamming circle to make it hurry up. Wait. Has it applied? I have no idea if that is applied. View car. Do we have time? Well, it's 8 minutes past. We definitely won't be able to change it anymore. I have no idea if that's the small version or not. Either way, it'll do. One minute 30 to go. Loads of time. As we move on to the last race of the stream, got to finish it off at the place where I am terrible, Suzuka. As we'll quickly check out what happened to my driver rating there. As Rory would say. Oh, we lost 300 points. Unfortunately, that's going to happen at the tracks I'm worse at. Suzuka is definitely one of them. I've never liked this track. Would much rather be going around the Tokyo track. Ugh. But to be fair, I might make a video on that race we just did around Tokyo Expressway. One more Tokyo at 11. Doc, we do not have time for a Tokyo at 11 if we enter this one. So, are you saying I should exit this and do one more at Tokyo? Because if you say it quickly, I will do that. I am very much up for it. We're waiting on your response, Doctor. I fully trust your opinion. We will have 10 minutes of me talking about random stuff and editing liveries and stuff. But if that's what you want, I will gladly oblige. 9. Squeaks has said 9. No, I normally use the number 11, but hey-ho. So it looks like we will stick with one last race around here. I'm sorry, Doc. But who knows, we might do another one. In fact, we might. I might do a video on it, in fact. And unfortunately, Doc, it is too late anyway. There are 20 seconds, and it will not be changing. Oh, Doc says Tokyo. Well, we've cancelled our entry. One more Tokyo this one. Well, so everyone's in agreement. Let's do it. I would... Hurricane, as you can see, is suddenly going very well. Which doesn't surprise me. It is a very fast car in a straight line. But I guess we're doing one more Tokyo. So, what should we do in the meantime? At the mileage exchange. Maybe I could exchange some of my mileage. Maybe get a new driver pose or something. Fix livery in the spare time. That is a good idea, Squeaks. Ooh. There are some nice things here. Buy that. Carbon. I'll buy that. This is what I normally use. It's a power pose, isn't it? 2 fingers up in the air. You've got to love it. I might change to maybe this one. Both good. A reverse lap in practice. Doc, I've already done a reverse lap in practice and it was atrocious. Let's check out some stuff that's been happening. We have Craden Racing League. Very random liveries. Ah, these are from the... What's it called? I've completely forgotten what it's called. Sprint Series, that is it. They are from the Sprint Series. Which, I must admit, was very fun on Saturday. It's Friday. Thursday! Today is Friday! Come on, Dan. Words. Words properly. Yes. Right, we've saved this. We can apply it now. Perfect. As we'll also go change the GR3 one. Maybe we'll add a few things to the GR3 one. We've got time. But this will be our final race of the night. One more Tokyo Expressway, just because Tokyo, let's face it, is the best race of the week. And to be fair, this McLaren is not bad around there. It's not got the raw pace, but that extra little bit of fuel it's got definitely helps me out. Wait, no, this is entirely wrong. We do not want to design an entirely new livery. No! Close! No! No, we will not save that livery. That's pathetic. As we move on to the real show, the all-black McLaren. As first, we'll put on the number, just to be safe. Put on some banners. Not black, that doesn't make any sense. Maybe this one looks nice and yellow. No, it does not. Or does it? Maybe I can rock with that for now. Maybe I can't. No, that didn't look nice. Oh, that's big. That is enormous. That's taking up a lot of space. Right. Stick some McLaren's Glory on it. Maybe down here. I think this could work. Something along these lines. Yeah, that works. We'll go with that for now. What time is it? We've got a few minutes. We'll add some of the other McLaren things onto here. Shandon, obviously. I think it's their title sponsor right now. Actually, I'm not 100% sure they have a title sponsor in Formula One. I think they have many other sponsors, but I'm pretty sure they don't have a title sponsor. Unless I'm completely wrong there. No, it's too much. We'll have the Shandon. But that's it, because we don't want to take away from the McLaren to Glory decal. We'll also put one on the rear, because why not? I need to go into other. Annoyingly. Other, rear. McLaren to Glory. Ah, perfect. Look at that fit. Bonnet 2, if you insist, Doc. Bonnet. Got to advertise as much as possible. Looks mean. I like it. We'll save the livery and we'll go. You're not Doc, you're Squeaks. Sorry about that, Squeaks. I'm not that legendary, Squeaks. You once won a race before it even began. I heard Michael Schumacher once stated that you were the greatest of all drivers. I heard you climbed a mountain, Mount Everest in fact, in nothing but a Reliant Robin. Now tell me, what's that about not being that legendary? Because I'm pretty sure you are. There's a reason that the name Squeakers is known in every household around the world. And by every household I mean about 5 or 6. But yeah, we move on to the final race of the evening. McLaren's Glory, Tokyo Expressway South Inner Loop. The new track. Of course, the title of the video is Surviving Tokyo... maybe. So I think you guys were right in saying we should be going for this race. We're definitely improving the livery slowly. Lots of McLaren to glory. Oh, that is huge. But no one's gonna miss it. And Squeakers has become as red as the Ferrari 458 GT3, which I heard Squeakers designed. I can't wait until GR3 Bathurst. Oh, Squeaks, you have no idea. There will be a stream every single day, and as Doc, I've just remembered, said, it's time for a lap in reverse. So as we head into the last corner, a tight right-hander which goes into a sweeping left, which you generally take in 4th gear, I'm now finding out. As we go into another right-left complex, not completely flat out, but close to it. We now go down the slip road. Yeah, that works. And completely forget to brake as we go into the hairpin, going slightly onto the pit entrance, which no one is ever going to use. As you can see, there's another slip road going up there, but we will not be taking that. We will be following along with the road. Going into a left, a slight right kink before turning left once more and coming up to the next proper corner. Oh no, there's another right. And coming up to the next proper corner. As we break down into 4th gear, going round the corner, staying tight to the wall, accelerating away. That was actually decent. We then drop down to 3rd gear to go round this really nice section. Whoa! That felt amazing! Whoa! Okay, that was cool. That chicane-like section in the middle of the track is amazing in reverse, as I can't seem to keep out of the walls when trying to spin. You get penalties there for crossing white lines. I have realised that, Squeaks. But I think we came pretty damn close for a first attempt at going around there in reverse. And I must admit, that is one of the things I love about Tokyo Expressway tracks. I know a lot of people don't like them, purely because there's so many walls around you, and if someone just gives you a slight tap into the wall, you're just completely gone. But the thing about hot lapping here is there are very defined track limits. Even in that section where you have the white lines, I'm quite glad they kept to the white lines there, because everywhere else, obviously, you just have the wall. You can't go any further than the wall. And in that section, you can't go any further than the white lines, obviously. It's quite difficult to keep to those track limits sometimes. But when you nail it, you can really set up a good lap. I've generally found that tracks where you have to keep to the walls, sorry, not the game's own track limits, I've been able to do quite well at. Such as Bathurst, in fact, because you can't really get any penalties around there. Unless you massively hit a wall or something. But there's not much corner cutting. Of course, you have the dipper, which if you cut slightly too much, will end up giving you a penalty. But other than that, it's alright, as we are not starting... There is an A+ rated driver in this lobby with a 53.6. Whoa. This is the first A+ I've come up against, and there's quite a few A's. This is a good lobby. Obviously, you've got the 4 D rated drivers, one starting behind me, and then there's one in 14th, 16th, and 17th. But other than that, it is all B, A, and one A+ rated driver. Got one in turn 3 for cutting the corners at Bathurst. Squeaks, that is literally impossible. You cannot cut turn 3. I hate to tell you that. You are thinking of the wrong corner. There's a wall on the inside, and you could not cut that. If you could find a way, then I am thoroughly impressed. But anyway, this is our first A+ race. This is definitely a milestone. McLaren's at the back. Oh, you're right! And an RS01 in 11th. Oh, God. A Genesis as well. Whew. You can tell why they're the lower-end B-rated drivers. But you're right, there's 2 McLarens at the back. This is perfect. The outside over the white line. Ah. Squeaks, I will not be reading that comment because it contains a swear word. There are children. You are a child, in fact. Why are you saying it? This is terrible. But anyway, as we'll quickly have a look at this fresh livery before we start the race. McLaren to glory everywhere. Getting a slight drift through that corner. The Renault just smashing against all the walls. I believe that's the Citroen up ahead. It is indeed a Citroen. Very interesting. I did not believe I would see any Citroens around this track. Although it could be a decent car. Obviously, a car with, I think, very low tyre wear, which in recent FIA has come in very handy. Thank you, old man. I think this will be interesting, you're right. I believe there's only 18 people left, unfortunately. Maybe 17 now. But either way, I can't do anything about that, unfortunately. And we'll see what happens. Ah, one of the A-rated drivers dropped out. There are 16 people left in this race. That is atrocious. But still, we will try to get maybe up to a podium or something. I think that's realistically the best we could ever hope to achieve. I never get to see Charlie on these tracks. Well, yeah. Nothing against Charlie, obviously, but you will never see him on these tracks. As for the first time ever we have started on the start-finish line, this is amazing. As the Citroen does not get a good launch. Wow. Already overtaking the man. As someone just goes straight on there. Trefor. As we'll look around the outside of the next Volkswagen. Trefor already with 9.9 seconds worth of penalty. It has not gone well for that man. as the two of them that were fighting before have come together again, and we make our way up to 11th, maybe 10th place. A brilliant move there for 10th. Just slowly around the outside, which turned to the inside. A good move. Very close to touching the wall there, but we held it very well. Now in the slipstream of the Renault, the Hyundai, and the Lamborghini. I don't believe any opportunities will present itself just yet, so we will back off very slightly. But the Volkswagen is getting close again as we slam into the wall. Not able to get anywhere near any of them in that place. Someone's gone for a bit of a move there. Unfortunately, that's a difficult place to handle your car. But still, less than a second's worth of penalty now, and we're up into 9th. It could be worse. We'll carry on, see what happens. Unfortunately, again, we are in a much tougher lobby all of a sudden. As the Volkswagen slams into the wall, we look up the inside of him, gaining 8th place. Very nice. But yeah, I didn't really have anywhere else to go other than into the wall there, unfortunately. So we lost quite a bit of time, only now catching up to the Renault again. As first place has just gone miles ahead now. As we catch up to the Renault, the Volkswagen catches up to us. We brake slightly early, because I don't fully trust the Renault. Looking up the inside of the Renault, not going for anything, as it was a bit of a dangerous position, tapping the rear of the GTI, and another GTI now looking around our outside. Nothing we could do there, we were really boxed in. Back down to 8th place. However, in the slipstream, and looking for a move. As one of the VWs goes very deep into the corner, we get a bit of a slide on mid-corner, which has not helped us there. As the guy in 6th currently looking much faster as we slam into the wall a bit there. Not gaining any more penalty, thankfully. The guy currently in 6th looking a lot faster than the guy in 7th, which is very strange considering their qualifying times. I'm pretty sure 7th place Frenchman is much higher. As the 7th placeman brushes up against the wall, losing quite a bit of momentum. We are right at his slipstream, may be able to go for a move. We'll look down the inside if he leaves the room. He has. Braking just after the 150. And a nice clean move there. Having to compensate for oversteer very slightly. But now we have 6th and 5th in our sights. 6th place actually looking very quick. Hopefully the McLaren fuel will help us out a bit here. As the man now in 6th, really brushing up against the walls, not doing a brilliant job right now. 2.3 seconds worth of penalty. Of course I can't talk with 0.8 myself. But we'll carry on for one more lap. Then head into the pits, braking just after the 150 meter board. Going down to first gear, decent turn in, accelerate hard out of the corner, trying to get a good exit, not a brilliant exit, but decent enough. we look to close up in this complex of corners, as it seems a lot of people are struggling here right now, myself included, to be fair, drifting through parts of it. As we are catching up to the German in 6th, very slightly. Am I listening to Jeremy Clarkson? I hope I don't sound like a, what, 60-something-year-old man, is he now? Oh, maybe older. The man can commentate, but I'm pretty sure he's very old now. As I think 4th place is about to have a fight with 5th. Yep, the two very close to one another. Oh, not a good moment there. Too much power on the exit. As we lose loads of momentum, gain 5 seconds worth of penalty. Oh, that's not ideal. We'll make our way into the pits after this. That 5.8 seconds worth of penalty is not going to help us. Of course, we haven't lost any sportsmanship rating because of that, but it will not be helping us in the pursuit for more driver rating. As we head off into the pits, a good entrance into it. 45% fuel. Some people saved up just as much as us, though. As we will head out now. Inside someone, maybe? No. But into 9th place, ahead of Trefor, who was the guy who went off very early, I believe. As with fresh tyres, hopefully we can start to make some inroads on some guys ahead now. Some very nice corners there, taken very well. I believe that's the Renault again. Now, I do not want to get into a fight with him. That Renault is just so slow. As I tap the wall very slightly there, losing about 4 miles per hour on exit. Not ideal. But we keep going. Let's just try to focus, keep our head down. See how much time and how many positions we can gain. As yet, the Renault absolutely dying on what I can only assume are hard tyres. Drifting around through that corner. As the Spanishman ahead is on an absolute mission. Or the man from Spain, whatever you want to call him. The Spainman? Spainite? I'm going to stop talking now, carry on with the driving. Hopefully the guy ahead of me comes into the pits now. It is lap 5 and he is yet to make a pit stop, so I would assume, yep, he's coming into the pits. As we move up, barely, to 5th place. Very nice. Hopefully we can get a decent gap and try to hold on to this, because I think with all that's happened to us now, 5th place would be a very decent result. We've got a fast Ford GT behind us, however, so we will need to keep pushing our limits. As in fact, the German's got ahead, which I kind of prefer. I would rather he was ahead, to be quite honest. Portuguese guy in first. Me gains you. That, the way I pronounced that just sounded slightly Japanese or something, but oh well. The A+ driver, we'll go with that. just way too far ahead of us right now. We are not able to do anything about them. As to be fair, we hopefully... Oh, I hope we can consolidate this 5th place. I would be very happy with this. It seems we've got a decent gap to hold it now. But 4th is still on the cards. There is a guy ahead, a guy from Spain ahead of me, who has got about 3.2 seconds worth of penalty. If he makes a mistake, we could possibly move up another position. I don't reckon that will happen, but it's nice to dream, isn't it? Taking those corners very well that time. I enjoyed that. As we can see the train just heading past us, I need to stop using the different camera angles. Oh, such fun. Braking just after the 50-meter board. I was a bit early, in fact. Accelerating pretty much straight away. All the way down this straight towards the hairpin, or the hairpin type corner at least. As actually we've now got 5.6 seconds to the German behind. Very good, that's our penalty. And of course penalties generally go a bit faster than the actual amount of penalty you've got. Like say you have 6, well no, let's just go with the example we've got. Say you've got 5.8 seconds worth of penalty. Generally you can get rid of that in around 2.5 seconds. As we come down into the hairpin, braking again just after the 150 board. Down into first gear, slight acceleration there to get the car around the corner. Slamming the throttle on, maybe a bit too much. But getting a decent exit out of there. As we move into the tricky section, again, braking just after the 50 board in my case. Accelerating away, braking again into the left-hander. Slight lift going into this right. Down to third for the next left-hander. Unfortunately, I accelerated a bit too early mid-corner there. We do have 1.0 laps of fuel, so I will short shift very slightly on this lap, just to be safe. I feel now the best we can hope for is 5th place. It hasn't been brilliant driving, it's been decent. I won't knock it. I'm pretty sure we've had 1 SR down arrow in the entire race, which for a daily race C will normally gain USR as long as it isn't a 10-second penalty or something. Bit of a slide there as we are coming up to lap last place. Oh, I feel bad for this guy. Oh, slightly too much there. As we accelerate down the main straight. Well, I call it a straight. It's not, is it? Look at all these twists and turns. It must be so difficult in professional races to go for an overtake there, because in my opinion, you probably have to wait, like just stall your acceleration a bit and try when you get into the hairpin. But by doing that, you are allowing the person behind you if there is another person directly behind you, to get a double toe, which could effectively move them ahead of both of you at once. It's really a trade-off of risk versus reward. Unfortunately, the risk for me seems a bit too high. But either way, we will come across the line, hopefully, to take 5th place here as we decelerate. There we go. 5th place. Not bad. That massive penalty we got, clipping the wall in the end, not really coming into effect too much. We did lose momentum because of it. Maybe we could have had a go at the German ahead. But I doubt it very much. So I will take 5th place, especially considering we are in the best lobby we've come up against so far. And hopefully, I hope we finished ahead of a A-rated driver. I don't think we did. But if we did, I would be very happy. But that will be the last race we're doing as well. Just to reiterate to everyone, I am tired. But I'm glad I did this. This has been great fun. And I must admit, I'm enjoying the McLaren to Glory so much. I think it was a brilliant idea to start this account and start streaming. It's just been an enjoyable experience for me so far. And I have to thank everyone that comes and watches. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. If you haven't hit the like button again, please do. But if you just want to watch, go for it. As we lose SR. Oh. Not finishing ahead of any A drivers either. Well, it's a somber note to finish on, but we'll take it nonetheless. So thank you everyone for watching the stream. It's been fun. And we'll probably do another one next week. I am, of course, on holiday now. Whoop whoop. Christmas holidays, here we come. So hopefully I will be able to stream next week. Of course, we do have some FIA events coming up, and I may be able to do both of them. So we have GR3 at Interlagos for the Nations, and GR4 at the Red Bull Ring for manufacturers, which I do believe we'll be doing both of, because why not? It'll be good fun. But anyway, guys, I have been Thunderstorm Racing, and this has been the McLaren to Glory Part 5. Thank you all for watching. It's been great fun, and I will see you next time. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye. How do I stop? There we go.